Oh, very good. Oh my gosh, yes, rocking back and forth. Oh, yeah. No, no, we're okay. I'm just adjusting. There you go. Okay, fine. I think, yeah, looks okay. Doc South here saying, hey, boy, I tell you, ugh, I got a deal. Oh my gosh. The other day, yeah, where I work, I can't say the name of the store, but I work for a well-known supermarket. And boy, the other day I was walking in, kind of dragging my tail into work. Once I get started, I'm fine. But there, in a dairy section, there's a lot of lugging. Oh my gosh. And it's cold and yeah, yeah, well, it makes you develop a nice taste for coffee. Good hot coffee. Usually when I if I get a chance to take a break, I don't always take one, but if I get a chance, I run over to the bakery department, always has a nice pot of coffee going. And yeah, I usually get that and a donut. No problem. Okay. And so, anyway, you'll imagine my glee when I walked past one of our end caps. That's the shelves that are at the end of the aisles, usually where the bargains are. They are put. Look at this. I saw this. Look at, oh, man, look. Huh? I know that's a thing of coffee, baby. I'm telling you, look at this. And they were selling these. What is it? It's like, I think, half a ton of coffee here. No, 36.8 ounces. 2 pounds, over 2 pounds of coffee. Yeah. With a bonus section. Look at, yeah, the bonus size. Normally these things are only up to about here. But this, a bonus size. And it's full. Yeah, you don't hear it rattling around. You know how often you get a box of like pasta and it looks like it's, like this deep and, the pasta is like this much pasta on the bottom of the box. Not with this. No, sir. 288 6-ounce cups available here. Yeah. And you know how much it was? It was like $5.50. And then I got an employee discount. It was like $5 for 266 cups of coffee. And I like Maxwell House. Yeah, I think it's pretty good stuff. So, boy, tickled. Oh, and anymore, I only used to be. I limit myself to just 3 cups a day. The doctor said, you might be getting, you drink too much at your age, south, you might just get an ulcer or something. So I limit myself to about 3, maybe on, when I'm really tired and stuff, or just want a quick pick me up. I might go to 4, but generally I try to keep it at 3. I've had my 2 for today. You can tell. Yeah, you just had them. Yeah, I did. But frankly, I think caffeine's good for you. Not a lot. Yeah. Like I knew a guy. We were at an auction one day, Sandy and I, and a guy had a fit, a seizure or something. He was up in the front row, tall, thin guy, and we couldn't quite figure what was up. But yeah, he had a seizure. He was out, flipping around and flopping rather, not flipping. And the ambulance came, took him away. We found out he was reasonably okay. There were people there, except he was having a seizure or something. And it turned out next week he came by and we said, gosh, what happened? He says, well, I had to go to the ER. I said, well, yeah, we saw you go. He said, I don't remember a thing about it. He says, God, I'm sorry if I really. No, we said, these things happen, but what was the deal? He said, they said I drank too much coffee. I said, well, how much did you have? He said, well, that day, he said, I think I had 43 cups. I was going for cup number 44, and all of a sudden, everything went dark. Well, yeah. You might not want to drink that much. Much as you might be tempted, that's probably a bad idea. 2, 3, 4 cups, good. Remember when back in the 70s they were saying how coffee was so bad for you? And I had a job then where we used to drive down the Jersey Turnpike at like 3 in the morning. Which, by the way, at that point it's a Indy 500 for tractor trailers. And we were in a car, yeah, driving to the next job site, for roofing. And I always thought at that time of day, coffee was a health drink. You needed to be alert because, man, those truckers, they were fine. They were, doing their truck thing, but still you had to watch out. Gosh, one of those trucks just come over on you. Oh my God, you'd be so, squished ain't the word for it. So coffee, yeah. And now it turns out caffeine's sort of halfway good for your brain, helps stave off all sorts of troubles, keeps you more alert. And I guess I don't know if I actually heard coffee was good for your heart, but I know all in all it's not so bad. Again, like anything in moderation. You start drinking much over 3 cups a day, I guess your stomach can get a little flunked and like that. But all in all, yeah. You know who liked coffee? It was my grandma. Yeah, my grandma out in Pennsylvania. From what I understand, grandma I think she used to like Maxwell House, and she kept a fairly big urn of coffee, or she made a pot, on the stove. But back then, coffee was, oh gosh, we're talking, 30, 40 years ago. You probably a thing of Maxwell House, one of the regular tins you see, not one. Oh, Grandma she would have freaked out for this one. But she got kind of mad because coffee I think it went from a quarter to 35 cents. Yeah, a can. Yeah. Well, we're talking long ago. She was really ticked. And I remember she called my mom up in Jersey. Mom's on the phone. It's like grandma's, and, and she wouldn't normally do that. Grandma's a very mild mannered, wonderful lady. And turns out she was again griping about the coffee going up a dime a can, and she'd had a cow nowadays to see what it goes for. Although she would have liked that tin that I got. Oh man! But in any case, she I don't know. She was complaining, and then a couple of phone calls worth of complaints, and then one day she wasn't complaining anymore, and she just kind of quiet about coffee, and everyone figured, well, it blew over, whatever it was that was upset. Well, she was upset at the price, you can imagine. Grandma lived through the Depression, the Great Depression, so anything going up even a nickel was a bad sign to her. And I think this went up a quarter, right? 15 cents a quarter. And but again, all of a sudden, no complaints. And years went by, decades went by. Eventually, Grandma passed away up to the big coffee urn in the sky. And I'm looking forward, by the way, to when finally I kick the bucket to meet Grandma up there, and she and I'll have a nice cup. Her and me. There's coffee in heaven. If there ain't coffee, it ain't heaven. Yeah, you're in trouble. If you don't see dogs and if you don't see coffee or spaghetti, you've gone to you've goofed. Yeah, you're in the wrong spot. But anyway, Grandma passed away. I guess they went to clean out her things, and down in the basement, down way back in the basement, I don't know. Evidently, Grandma, when coffee went up, she went to the store and she somehow ordered something. I'm told. Again, I didn't see this, but I'm told. And maybe it telephoned. It went from one exaggeration to another. But from what I understand, she bought something like 50 cases of coffee at 35 cents. Killed her, but she bought it, and she figured if it goes up again, well, she's got it. She's got the market cornered. And yeah, she had all these cases of coffee down in the basement. And I guess when one ran dry, she'd go get another. Never bought coffee again, from what I hear. And there was still about half a pallet when she passed. Yeah. And everybody, I guess, had coffee at her funeral. Right. Yeah, she was a good lady. Grandma was okay. That's all I can say. And she, again, a devoted coffee lover. I guess so. Anyway, I guess that's about it. I just thought I'd mention though. She there ain't nothing wrong with a good cup. So anyway, I guess that's a wrap for now. But again, Boy, keep your eye open because all of a sudden I notice a lot of the stores are offering in different brands. I think Chock full of Nuts is doing that giant can thing. I guess they save money. I would imagine the can's got to be probably the most expensive part. So they get a big can, offer it out, and what I do, I keep the thing sealed, and I transfer a small amount of coffee to a smaller jar. That way, I'm not opening this up that much. I think the air getting to the coffee kind of takes away the strength of it. So, at least that's my thought. So keep it in mind, okay? We'll see you later. Yep, coffee drinkers unite. Turns out the stuff's good for you, I guess. Well, I feel fairly certain it is. Okay, we'll see you later. Thank you, and yes, pass the creamer, will you? Okay. We'll see you. Bye now, friends. God bless.